What's going on, internet people? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Flat Tech for your latest tech news. I'm Nick.
And I'm Michelle. And man, do we have an incredible mix of stories for you today.
Thank you. For our first topic, an iPhone sells for almost $200K and it's not even the latest model.
For our second story, M3 Max might be on the way.
For our third topic, you might have to throw away your professional cameras because the iPhone 16 is getting a new special lens.
For our fourth topic, Netflix is money hungry and took down one of our favorite subscription tiers.
Oh no, for our fifth and final topic, Apple GPT is Apple's response to ChatGPT. Now let's fly into this mix.
Now, Nick, do you remember the first gen iPhone from 2007?
Who couldn't forget, Michelle? That's the phone that basically reinvented my whole life. Steve Jobs changed my life with that one. All right.
Yeah, yours and everyone's, Nick. And now it seems like someone with deep pockets took nostalgia to the next level and just splurged a whopping $190,000 for an unopened first generation iPhone.
Okay, let me do some quick math there. That's around 300 times his original price. How crazy is that?
That is insane.
Would you pay 300 times?
If I had the money, yeah.
What the hell? Just to display like in a clear crystal case.
Pretty much.
All right. Well, it's not just on the iPhone, Michelle. It was a factory sealed A1 condition and belonged to a member of the Apple engineering team at the time of the iPhone's debut. This wasn't just a phone. It was a piece of tech history.
Well, yeah, I mean, I even heard that Steve Jobs' body oils and fingerprints were like all over that thing.
LOL, I just pictured that. that was not necessary. I mean, shoot, you better have come with that and like, I don't know. What else could
A little
it have
piece of
come
his
with?
hair.
Yeah, exactly. You can sell it on eBay for $190. Get your
Oh
money
my
back.
god. I wonder who would buy that. And that
surprised.
history, I know.
Like you
Trust
send
me.
it to a DNA lab. Like, is this really his?
Ew. Well, hey, I mean, if you're
Then it's
rich,
like
why
horsehair.
not?
They
It's
tricked
like
you.
from a little tiny horsey. And
Yo.
well, Nick, that history attracted a lot of interest. The auction actually saw 28 bids, with 5 crossing the $100,000 mark. Though we've
man.
seen, I know that's a lot of money. Though we've
Shoot.
seen 8 gigabyte variants sold for significant amounts, this was a rare 4 gigabyte model, which Apple only produced for 2 months. I mean, I guess maybe Apple noticed within those 2 months that 4 gigabytes wasn't going to cut it for most people.
For real, what is that? 500 songs? That's crazy. I'm guessing
Well,
the
that's
buyer's
when
gonna be
everybody.
forced. Huh?
Oh, I mean that's. I feel like everybody used to use their phone as an iPod before, so
That's
yeah.
true.
Yes,
That's true.
yeah. Remember?
They used to
So
measure gigabytes and like telling you how many songs were gonna fit in it. You remember that?
no, I don't remember that. What the heck?
Yeah. Well,
That's
at
crazy.
least for the iPod Nano, you ever had that one, the real skinny one?
No, I didn't have that one.
I
Did
had
you?
the
I know
1
you
gig.
had the. I know you had the big, like the first one. I know I've seen it around.
Oh, the classic, right?
Like yes, I've seen that one. How many
Yeah.
did that hold?
That's 500 gigs, I think. Don't quote me. Something
Oh,
crazy
okay.
like that. It fit
That's
a lot of
crazy.
songs. It was an actual hard drive inside of it. Like if you played
What
the
the
music
heck?
and hold it to your ear, like you hear it spinning and everything.
Did that one have the little games?
I know you could put photos on it. That's the one with the
That's
wheel.
hilarious.
Photos
Yes,
and videos.
yes.
They look like trash, but it's fine for back in the day. Like videos sent over Bluetooth quality.
Oh God.
Or when your service is not that good on the iPhone, when you have one bar and people get your video, yeah, it's not gonna look good.
It looks like a tiny square.
Dang. Well, I'm guessing the buyer is gonna be forced to buy the iCloud storage. But in all seriousness, he probably isn't even gonna open it. That seal is crazy valuable. Once you tear it open, you'll be lucky to get $10 on Gazelle. So I don't know, Michelle. Would you open it? What if there's rocks in there? I mean, you gotta check, right?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I will definitely open it, even though, like how you said, once I crack that seal open, it's just gonna be worth $5.
For real.
But I would definitely be opening it and probably just resealing it with the shrink wrap.
What the heck?
I
You're
just
so ratchet. Nobody's gonna fall for that. Like, hold up. This is like
because
Alibaba resealed.
no, I would keep it. I would leave it in the crystal
Okay.
case.
So you'll trick yourself into thinking
Yeah.
it's sealed.
Yes, I would. I mean, I know that value will plummet like way faster than I can say Siri, but hey, at least I get to turn on that like iPhone at least one time.
For real, Michelle, make that phone call. Then again, if you think about it, with the 2G networks more extinct than dinosaurs and the original iPhone's limitations, it wouldn't really serve you much of a good experience today. So do it at your own peril. Unless, of course, you want to use it as an iPod. Since you got the luxurious headphone jack. The days before courage. I gotta hit up Grandma's attic for that iHome speaker. You ever had one?
Yes, I did have one. And I think like didn't like your charging port would get like a little bit messed up because you would always have to fit it into the dock. Like I feel like I always felt like I always would break my charging ports because of that.
Dang. I to be honest, I could never afford one before. I
Oh.
yeah. Let, let me know down in the comments if you ever had one so I can live vicariously through you.
We should open up Nick a GoFundMe so he can get an iHome.
For real. Goodwill auctions. For real. Anyways, so what's the takeaway for Y2K babies that had the very first iPhone?
So basically, tech nostalgia is a powerful force and history, even in the form of a sealed 16-year-old iPhone. That's crazy.
Oh
It has
Lord.
immense value, but you might be better off buying a time machine.
You're just about. So, Michelle, thankfully we haven't been talking about my past, but we've been talking about Apple's past with the first gen iPhone selling for an astronomical amount. But let's shift gears and take a sneak peek into Apple's future.
All right, for our second topic, according to our boy Mark Gurman from Bloomberg,
Yeah, we know him personally.
Yes, we get his reports all the time.
His text
We
messages.
we should
Hey,
be
I really think you
seeing
should look into this.
are these reports true, Mark? We should be seeing new M3 Max launched in October, and that's not very far off. That's literally only a couple of months away.
I can't believe how fast time is flying. We're already halfway through the year, but if Gurman sources are correct, the first devices to benefit from this upgrade will be the 13-inch MacBook Air, 13-inch MacBook Pro, and the iMac that's been forgotten for ever since the 24-inch launch. That's crazy. It's still sitting on M1s. I feel like it's just gonna make the jump straight to like M3, like skip the whole M2 line altogether.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, yeah, I really think that's gonna happen because they haven't done. When did the 24-inch come out? Like 2-3 years ago?
I think a little bit after the M1 came out. I think so.
I mean,
Don't
it's
quote
been
me
a
on
it's
that.
been then it's been a little bit then.
Yeah, at
Yeah,
least I want to say maybe 2021.
yeah,
I
I think
don't. They
so
don't
too. I
upgrade the
think
iMac that
2021.
often.
No, because then from there, when did we have a upgrade? Like the 2019,
I
the
think so.
i3,
Oh,
i3.
2019, and I think like the i3 Intel, right?
Yeah, and then before that was like 2017. They skipped 2018.
Yeah, they say, oh well, can't call it 2018 anymore.
For
Right?
real. You're like, all right, skip, 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 skip. Well, I mean, that's a pretty good lineup. Just for reference, Apple just launched the 15-inch MacBook Air and the M2 Ultra based Macs. So I'm glad that the 13-inch Pro, the 13-inch Air, and the iMac are getting some love.
Yeah, everyone was super excited for that MacBook Air 15 inch. Now it's finally out. We'll definitely be doing a review soon on our YouTube channel, so stay tuned. And for those hoping for some iPad updates, Gurman doesn't expect any major changes until next year. He does mention that a new iPad Air model is in development. And, and, and let's be honest, am I the only one that's not excited about the new iPad coming up? When was the last time you heard someone saying, "Oh, I can't wait until I get that new iPad"? Like when it's coming out, like I feel like it plateaued a long time ago.
Yes, yes, most definitely. I mean, I feel like maybe that's why they're adding like all these like pretty colors to kind of like, get people to buy it because now they have like the yellow and the pink and the blue and it looks pretty aesthetically, but are they really using it is the question.
I don't know. You have. I feel like iPads are for like young kids and old
Yeah.
people,
Why old
and me,
people?
because I don't know. Because I feel like at first when it first came out, it was a bunch of old people playing chess, reading the news.
What the
Like they
heck?
went from their Kindle to the iPad. Yes or no?
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Anyways, I take that back. That's definitely inaccurate because young people, old people, shoot, I even have one. So if anything, I'm old. I am getting pretty old. But
You have like 4 iPads,
shut
so
up.
yes.
All right,
All right.
Michelle. Can you hit us with that takeaway?
Yes. So one moment we're cherishing Apple's past, as we did with the first gen iPhone, and the next we're eagerly waiting its future with the new M3 Max.
Man, the iPad 200 on the way. Anyways, hold on. I got a song for you. Hold on. For a third topic, let's dive into some awesome rumors about the iPhone 16 Pro Max.
Ooh, all right. This is a juicy one. According to a post by Weibo user Digital Chat Station, the iPhone 16 Pro Max might come out with an ultra long telephoto lens.
Pause.
That's
Yo,
just so wow.
yo, ladies, watch out.
Hey yo, what the?
Get yourself a
Wow.
16 Pro Max.
Oh my gosh. What is up
Usually,
with that?
I don't know, but usually the ultra telephoto lenses are found in professional grade cameras, ideal for sports and wildlife photography, if you're into that. Just to put it into perspective, Michelle, the iPhone 14 Pro had a 77 millimeter telephoto lens, while the 15 Pro Max is rumored to have a 6x periscope telephoto lens. I'll explain what that is soon. This rumor suggests that the iPhone 16 Pro Max might double this to 12x or even more. It sounds like when this iPhone 16 Pro Max comes out, we're gonna have a lot of National Geographic photographers running around their backyards.
That's true. That camera's gonna be crazy, but wait, there's more.
Not
The
another Vision
rumor
Pro.
The rumor also suggests that the iPhone 16 Pro Max might have a larger 1 and 1.14 camera sensor compared to the 1.28-inch sensor on the iPhone 14 Pro Max. So I mean,
These
that's a
measurements
pretty
are getting complicated.
I know, but from what I'm looking at, I mean, it looks like it's gonna be a pretty big difference, at least, because, that's gonna be in 2 years. The iPhone 15 Pro is gonna come out, what, this year, hopefully. So I'm glad that they're already starting to think about these things.
For real,
So
finally.
I mean, basically, by having a larger camera sensor, this could translate into a better low light performance, increased dynamic range, enhanced depth of field, and improved overall image quality. What do you think about the fresh spilled tea, Nick?
I don't know. The main selling point for the iPhone is the camera, so any improvements are welcome. The periscope is the one that I'm more interested about. It's pretty much zoom. So you know how in the iPhone you change lenses to zoom in? It'll
Yes.
be like zoom built into the lens, right? But it's not gonna be digital zoom, and you're not gonna need more lenses. So it'll be like three lenses in one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. It's I think it's kind of like a prism that's reflective that shifts the light in separate ways. So it's literally like you're zooming in for real. I don't know. We gotta dive deep into that in one of our videos for real. But
Yeah.
as always, with rumors, things can change, Michelle. Even if these are accurate now, the reality might be different by the time we reach the expected iPhone 16 Pro Max launch all the way in 2024.
That's very true. So,
Nah,
what is the takeaway
wait a
for
second.
what?
2024? I really think
Yes.
this is probably 2025. No, no, no. We're not.
No,
What year are
no.
we in? Aren't we in 2023?
We're in
Yeah,
2023, but the 15 comes out in September. So then next year, in
true.
2024, it comes out
Sorry,
in
beautiful
September again.
listeners. I didn't have my coffee today.
Oh, that you didn't.
Anyways.
So what is the
Anyways, moving
takeaway
on.
for our so Nick, so what is the takeaway for our friends of the internet?
Go big or go home. Every inch matters.
Pause.
Oh my God. Anyways, we're definitely excited to see what Apple has in store for us next year.
For our fourth topic, we got some big news from the streaming world. Netflix, one of the most popular streaming platforms, recently removed the cheapest ad-free option. This makes Apple TV Plus like an even better value now. So I suggest you sign up.
Well, so Netflix is doing too much. Do you remember when they used to have their DVD disc subscription back in the day?
Yes, they just turned that off like last week. Okay, maybe a couple months
Really?
ago. Yes, it
Yeah,
was still
actually,
going
yes, I
on.
did hear about that. I can't believe it. People were actually doing that still.
Hey, I did it a couple months ago. I was
You
just trying to
did?
get a specific 4K Blu-rays because it's the only way rather than buy them because it's like one of them is $80 for some reason.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Anyways,
That's true.
moving
All
on.
right. So basically, in the US and in the UK, and even in last month in Canada, Netflix cheapest ad free tiers of $9.99 or £6.99 have been pulled for new subscribers. I'm sorry. So basically, everybody that's going to be subscribing is not going to get this price anymore. But existing
Dang.
users who are already on this tier can enjoy it until they change their subscription or cancel it.
Now, Netflix new tier system begins with ad-supported plan at $6.99. But on the other hand, Apple TV Plus, which also comes at $6.99 per month, doesn't have any ads at all. It's clear to see why this makes Apple TV Plus a better viewing experience and value. I've been watching a lot of shows there. I've been enjoying them. I feel like it's less selection but better quality. Nothing I watched there
Yeah,
has been ugly production or
yeah,
I don't know, like it's been worth watching, you know?
yes. And if anybody does have Apple TV Plus, you guys should watch Pachinko. It's so good.
Not sponsored.
Pachinko is amazing. Yes, not sponsored. It's
Yeah, I love
so good.
Pachinko.
And
That
which
was
one was
fire.
it? Was it Tetris, the movie? Was that on
Tetris
Apple
movie.
TV?
Oh my god, yeah, that was so good.
So good. Yes, I think
Mm.
Apple has really stepped up their game when it comes to that. And when you remember that Netflix subscribers have to pay $19.99 per month for
Oh,
4K HDR streaming, a feature that's standard on most streaming platforms, including Apple TV Plus, the value becomes even more pronounced. So basically, what Netflix is saying is that we have to pay almost $20 to get that 4K crisp image on my TV. Talk about price gouging.
Oh my God. Shout out to my friend Gene. I'm gonna have to send him a Christmas gift this year. Because he has the 4K plan, and I
He
just mooch
does?
off of it. Yeah. We use his account. His
No, but I
password
didn't know.
is I'm just kidding.
I
Sight.
didn't know he was splurging like that.
Damn. That boy is splurging. Shoot.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to give him a little $20 gift card for Christmas
For real, that should
to
take care of
cover
1 month.
the month of December.
For real. I definitely think people would have paid that back in 2020 when all you could do is binge watch Netflix shows, but not anymore. It's time to get back to work. And while both Apple TV Plus and Netflix can be watched on almost anything, including your fridge, it's always good to check out cheaper alternatives before making a purchase decision because money's money. Can you whip up the takeaways, Michelle?
No, I definitely agree. It's crazy. I just can't believe that it's gotten to that point with Netflix. I wasn't aware of this, but now that I feel like Apple is a way better value because Apple plays the long game.
Always. And for our last topic, in the world of AI, it appears Apple's not willing to be left behind. It's been reported that the tech giant is working on a chatbot service of his own, finally being called Apple GPT by some.
And to be honest, I'm very surprised that Apple took this long to come up with this. I mean, technically, we've had an AI assistant, which is Siri, all
LOL.
along, but we all know that Siri does need a whole lot of improvements. It's important to note that while this service is still being used internally at Apple, like a James Bond movie, it's not known that we'll see it become a standalone service available to the public.
Oh my God. Siri needs a whole lot of help. She needs to have a son and just leave. Call it sire. And everything she knew he can take and be implemented with ChatGPT, and he'll know all the answers. She's the last person I would rely on in this case, especially on an emergency. Siri, call 911. Yeah, you never you're never gonna hear me say those words. But what we do know is that Apple has developed its own framework called Ajax for creating large language models similar to ChatGPT, and this is already showing some great results.
And of course, these news come courtesy from our boy Mark Gurman. It seems that Apple has noticed the evolving potential of AI and reshaping how we interact with technology. Gurman also reports that Apple, behind the scenes, is concerned about missing this crucial shift in technology.
I'm surprised they weren't working on it before. What were they
Yeah,
waiting on? For
I have
AI to
no
take
idea.
over the universe and be like, oh, I think we should do it. Like, I don't know. Well, as we all know, Apple's not always first, but they're usually the best. I'm a little bit biased, but it's all good. The company is working very hard for AI services with the Ajax framework now. And internally used tools similar to ChatGPT, Ajax was actually created last year. So those $1 trillion are being put to work to consolidate machine learning development at Apple, and it's already being instrumental in enhancing services like search, Siri, and maps. Well, now, Michelle, could you give us the last takeaway of the day?
So basically, slow and steady wins the race. So the Apple GPT tool is currently being used within Apple, but a limited group of people with special access. There's no confirmed plan as to when this will morph into a consumer-facing product, but insiders believe Apple will make a significant AI-related announcement next year.
And to pretty much make this happen, Apple is reportedly eager to bring more AI specialists on board, with Siri being a likely focal point for the work. And with the possible announcement of iOS 18, and Apple GPT to be announced at WWDC 2024. Look, I might be getting ahead of myself, but it's very exciting to say the least.
Well, beautiful listeners, that brings us to the end of this episode of another Flight Tech podcast. As always, we hope that you enjoyed the content and learned something new today.
Most definitely, if you enjoyed our podcast full of tech news, we really appreciate if you could take a moment to give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. We love to hear from you.
And if you're tuning in through YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and drop a comment to let us know what you think. You won't regret it. Until next time.
No, you won't. Peace.
Bye.